All right, so I'm making some progress on the post-freeze resetting. Figured I'd try to make a couple videos of my process, what I'm doing to sort of revamp and reset the system and get it ready for the rainy season coming up. But yeah, real quick, I kind of just hacked everything down. All these Mexican sunflowers that were just torched, there's a lot in this row, and used it to build the berms, sort of the edges for the row. So I sort of scraped. You can see I scraped all the organic matter onto one side and onto the other. Dug around, found some rogue sweet potatoes, and just dug around, kind of like this. Whatever organic matter was there, I kind of just pulled it all back, all the way down, so that you can see there's like a hot dog. The two buns and the hot dog in the middle. Pretty much did it. It's pretty much what I'm doing now to revamp the beds, because originally this section I sort of did it in a hodgepodge way. I didn't have a tiller at that time, so I kind of just made little islands. I just used a pitchfork and made a little island. Took me a day to do it, and then the next day I'll go over here. So it was very inefficient in hindsight to work that way, and it was all clunky, and I never liked it to begin with. So this freeze sort of helped me just get over wanting to keep things as they were and try to work with it and work around it. And it just told me, it's kind of forget it, just do it a better way. And so that's what I'm doing now. Another cool thing was I'm making way for a windbreak here. And the way I did that was last year I put a whole bunch of organic matter down. I made a video a couple months ago. I called it biomass banking, because I would just put a whole bunch of mulch flanking this side, knowing that in the future I could just scrape it back and make a new bed out of it. Because I didn't feel like pulling out the tiller, there was already mulch there, and I kind of wanted to experiment with a passive way of making a new bed, and it worked. It killed all the grass. You can see there's little bits of it here, but it acted really good as a sheet mulch. And you can see now I have this whole extra area where I can plant a windbreak, because a lot of the damage occurred because we're open over here. It's all open, so wind and the elements could just blast their way through there. And I had somewhat of a windbreak here with the Mexican sunflower, but obviously it didn't hold up because it just got torched on the first frost. So I'm gonna try to experiment with a more hardy windbreak here, that I can also use as biomass. But yeah, that's the short update. Kind of beefing up this bed, and I'm gonna come in with all sorts of species in the middle here and have a established actual agroforestry Syntropic style row, as opposed to what I had last time, which was kind of looked like this. So it was just like a plant over here, a plant over there, a lot of mulch, and not very organized. Whereas this is, you can see this straight line of just plants in between those two hot dog buns. So yeah, excited to see what I'm gonna plant in there. Most likely a lot of bananas.